Hi all, Julie here from Inspired by Memories. I'm here today doing a Valentine page. This is especially for my son and future daughter-in-law who are expecting their first baby in August. So I thought, as love is young and they're all lovey-dovey, that this page would be dedicated to them. I've got this Doodlebug paper which I adore, and it's the first time I've used it. It's their So Punny range, and I really do love it. There's so many different colours incorporated in it, and some very funny slogans as well. It's basically a bit of a slapstick range, and I just love that. What I'm doing at the moment, I've cut lots of thin strips of the different papers, using both sides, A and B side. And they do look so lovely together, and I don't even know what I'm going to do. But I just didn't want to use too much of the paper because I've got another project in mind. So at this stage, it is literally just a stack of, basically just stacks of paper without any vision really of where we're going. So I also cut out You and Me on the scan and cut, and I don't know if you saw that heart. That's a scribbled heart from my daughter that I scanned onto the scan and cut and then cut it out. And I'm really pleased with it. It looks lovely. I'm still at the stage where I'm not quite sure where I'm going with this. I mean, I've cut a circle there because I could see myself. Basically, I saw a layout with a circle behind. But to be honest with you, the paper is just so busy. There's not really incorporating, unless you do the plain A's and B's, there's not really that much range in using all the papers, and that's what I wanted to do, at least 50% of them. So I've gone and got another 2 designs out of the box to use those as well, and to see if we can get this design moving. So now I've got all my strips, I'm going to work from left to right rather than up and down, which is the way I was initially going. And I'm going to try and mix up the sizes so there's no pattern in it at all. I just want it to be totally random. The papers are just so loud and so happy, and that's exactly what these 2 youngsters are. Happy, looking forward to the future. So I think that's the way they make me feel. So here we are with the stack in place. So I've taken a photograph of it at this stage so that I can put it all back the way it was, and then remember that I was using my phone, so I had to stick it down because I couldn't look at the camera. So now I'm just using some tacky glue and randomly putting them down in the order that I think they should go, trying to incorporate a good old mix of colours. You and Me, I'm not happy with at all, and I will later change that to the same colour as the heart, which is the teal. So this is the couple, Eliza and Kieron, and I'm going to leave a border around the 3x4 photo because I'm going to mount it on the red that you saw the You and Me in just a moment ago. I've also got a black and white photo, same size, same picture. I just wanted to offset all that colour with a bit of black and white. So once I've backed them on this, I can't even describe what type of red this is. It's sometimes you get a pinky red, sometimes you get an orangey red, but this is both. It's a pinky orangey red. I know that sounds totally mad, but it actually is the truth. Oh, and don't they look good in that photo? I'm so pleased with the way the backing has really brought the photo out. So that's exactly what I wanted it to do. So back to the actual painting, the actual page itself. As you can see, that's where I want the pictures to go, and I want them to sit on top of that beautiful scribbled heart. Not quite like that though. I want it to be backed So out of all those papers, this is the one I've chosen. I want it to be vibrant. You're not actually going to see that much of it anyway. However, this is the one I've chosen. So I'm just going to stick it down, right side down, and then cut it out. And it gives such a lovely effect. So there it is, completed. So I'm just going to stick it down with some good old double-sided tape, just to secure it. And a little bit of glue on them little tails there. And there's the home for those two fab photos. These I'm going to raise up on foam to give some height and dimension to the pictures. Now that top right hand corner looked too bare for my liking, and I did not want to use paints. Now I've used stamps, tiny little weeny stamps that I've got in my kit, and they're really nice little sayings, really cute. So I'm not sure what paper to use. First of all, I'm going to go with a different one to keep the flow of all those different papers, but none of them looked as good. So I go back to the original floral to mount the corner flourish that I've got there, again on my lovely scan and cut. I chose it obviously because it has got hearts on it, and then I cut them off later. See, I told you, I just totally changed my mind all the time. Same principle, but this time I'm only sticking around the outside, because at this stage I'm thinking pocket, and I was thinking tag, journaling. That all changed. So as you can see, You and Me is now in the teal. Looks so more crisp and just jumps out at you. I'm so pleased with it. The red, I don't know why it didn't work, because it's worked beautifully on the photographs. So there's the flourish. That's all backed. I'm just sticking that down, as I say, around the edges, just simply because I was going to use it as a pocket. And it really does fill that corner beautifully without being too much. So I had also add ephemera and some flowers. Have a look at the photograph.